I'm just an idiot, stupid dog, and this is the hard part. This is the Florida Odyssey sixth step take. Big J. Okerson or somebody, Slim Shady, was unnamed Florida Odyssey Step 5 because the producer, now that's lead us to this part here. I'm a young stupid dog, and the producer's pretty much editorially ixnayed all the takes we've done since we've been down here in Florida. He says no one wants to hear about the odyssey of a bunch of white people getting pressed out of their neighborhood by, from what we can all tell is good, upstanding, regular, red-blooded Americans who just happen to be black, Hispanic, whatever the other thing is, 2 or 3 other kinds of things. They're getting pressed and shoved away. So who wants to hear about it? The producers, he ixnayed them all. He says, you sound like you're some kind of, I don't want to say it, like a Nazi or Ku Klux Klan member. I mean, where do you get this white supremacy bullshit? And I looked at the producer. I'm a stupid dog. I was like, there's no supremacy. I mean, go through the whole catalog of all of our, what we stand for. It just so happens that part of this is that the producer didn't like the idea that the man, he slowly morphed into a superhero character called the White Guy, and he was known as the White Guy. He bought a cape for $18,000. I thought it was off of YouTube. He said it was off of Hulu. I don't even know. Anyways, $18,000 he pays for this cape, and he tramps around the pool waiting for ladies to help him, figure out how to put money on their laundry card. You help them one time, they're saved. Then maybe you might see him down at the pier, and you want to try to help him park and put money in the meter to park. But somehow he becomes this, I think it was because there was so few, the old ladies, the little white ladies, like, holy crap, here's a white guy. He's like 58-year-old white guy. He looks like he's in pretty good shape. Everybody, the little white ladies turned him into a superhero called the White Guy, and he bought him a membership. He lost a lot of weight. He got really buff. He thought about getting hair plugs, and he says he joined this thing, and down there at the gym where he joined, he met this guy. He looks like Lawrence Taylor when he was 24 years old. Picture a 24-year-old Lawrence Taylor, and he went by the name, once he joined the man as a superhero sidekick, Jet Black. Now, I'm the stupid dog, forgive me. I got the Florida flu, forgive me. But, this is just an aside. I'm the stupid dog. So the man became the superhero character briefly before he got curb stomped by 2 or 3 youthful black guys. And that's how the Florida Odyssey thing, the part of it, the white guy became a superhero. They could have done comic books. White guy, he's like one of them white guys who hangs around like when everybody's white fighting away and you got the other people moving in, and it's a whole new reverse gentrification or re-identified gentrification. But anyways, towards the end, like I said, the man got beaten horribly, and Jet Black just stood there and watched, and like Jet, Jet, come on, Jet, and Jet was like, I don't know, I don't know what he said, but there wasn't really that much loyalty there. It's too dark. I got the Florida flu. But as an aside, and this is just as important as the whole racial thing, the man told me that he had discovered that if you purchase those little mini olive oil bottles, mini bottles, it's so much easier to use them to cook the pork. It's like it comes out the right amount. And the man had been talking about developing some kind of thing where you bought your good quality olive oil, then you put it into a mini container to use while you pour it over your carrots and such. Anyways, the man, he really said, hey, I love it at the end of a Florida Odyssey trip. The producer just ixnayed and just, whatever you call it, slashed, killed like 15 takes. So we're jumping way ahead to one of the last takes. The man's like, at the end of a Florida Odyssey take, I love it when I discover something new about the world or about myself. And lo and behold, these little mini olive oil things, you can pour it over your sausages, you can pour it over your hot pan, you can pour it over whatever you want to pour it over. So easy, 3-4 drops if you want, 5-6 drops. A drop, it's a drop pour situation. The man loved it. But then to go back to the other thing, where this is a take really saying that the producer, the producer just ixnayed and really editorialized and vanished all of our better takes about the whole process of, what happens when there's some white flight and all the Canadians who moved down here into this area, this 30 miles or 20, it's either 30 minutes or 30 miles. I think it's 30 minutes. It's like probably 6 miles below Miami, 7 miles below Miami, 8 miles maybe. It's 30 minutes. So anyways, what's going on down there is there's a whole thing where the white flight, all the white people that went down there and they, whatever they say, homesteaded the coast down there below Miami. These people, they got old. They died. The women are there. The old ladies. The little old ladies. They're like, holy crap, and these people that got money, I just happen to be, they're not old, white Italians, white Jews, white Germans, white Dutch, you know what I'm saying? It's like, whatever. It's okay. Don't worry about it. But still, it's this whole thing that's going on that's really, it's just as earth-shattering to some as it is uproariously wonderful to others. Neither in a bad way, I'm sure, but, anyways, it was a whole thing where the producer said, you just engendered too many racial connotations and too much bullshit about race. Nobody wants to hear that bullshit. And I looked at him because I'm the stupid dog, and it just so happened I was waiting for the man to come back with our gyros. The man went out and got us a couple gyros. He gave me my own whole gyro, which was very spicy, and I had a really weird crap the next day, but whatever. I don't want to talk about it. The man had to pick it up. He was hollering. It's like, this is like picking up, he's like picking up a melted Tootsie Roll. It's disgusting. It's slimy. It's squishy. It's swooshy. It's warm. It feels like it's forming to my hand. It's trying to slither through the plastic hand thingy that I use to pick up your crap with my hand. The man was bitching because, it's just, anyways. The producer finally just cut to the quickness, so we can't do this racial stuff. And I had been, down there at the Florida thing, hanging out, waiting on the man to come back with a gyro. It just so happened there was a documentary about Darryl Strawberry. And you remember Darryl Strawberry in like 19 or 20, 22 was talking about the old days, his cocaine-fueled whoremongering days. And he was referring to some things that happened, this, that, and the other thing. But even in the connotation or the context of that time, he kept using the N-word himself. Like Darryl Strawberry can't say, you know what I'm saying? Darryl Strawberry used to say N-word. He's casually slipping N-words out there. Like, Darryl, you can go, hey, guys, it's, whatever, my barupata. You know what I'm saying? Even in a documentary. But if you want to say the N-word, that's fine. If somebody should say, Darryl, it's okay, but maybe it isn't anymore. See, that's what I don't understand. I'm like stupid dog. The producer, just about, whatever you say, aborted. Just really, just squashed. Put the old-fashioned kibosh on all the takes because they said they sucked and they were all too racially connotationed. I don't even know. I'm a stupid dog. I don't know what's going on. I'm a fool. Don't worry about it. I'm stupid.